Okay, so we're gonna do a walking and talking live stream. And yeah, this is actually a fun topic that I think I have a slightly different take on. So I think that there's a really cool side to not being like physically flexible. I'm not talking about flexibility and like what you can handle and whatnot. I'm talking about being like physically flexible. I think there is a very strong suit to it because first off, not everybody wants to touch their toes and beyond. Not everybody wants to put their leg above their head and beyond like a contortionist. That's not necessary. And I realize, like, with the right people, it doesn't even matter. Like, some people think flexibility is so important. To me, actually, it's not. Like, there's other things that are important to me beyond flexibility. Oh my gosh. Anyway, like, I won't talk about that. But flexibility is not all that in a bag of chips in my book. I actually prefer, like, this is my opinion on it, I prefer easy does it and being steady. Because when I was a kid, once I tried to do the splits and I hurt myself. I'm not gonna like force myself to do the splits if I can't do it. And then I remember those horrible sit and reach tests. Like, I couldn't reach beyond my toes, and people got so upset about that. Like, oh, like the kids would be like, why can't you reach beyond your toes? I can't. And I finally began to realize I would rather live a steady, health-conscious life, like being my physical activities, walking. I don't have any desire to be like gung-ho bodybuilder or like a Lebanese contortionist, although my sister made a joke about that once, which is hilarious because she put that on AOL many years ago, that I was a Lebanese contortionist. And yes, there was a guy in Texas that found that very exciting. Whatever. Funny times, those AOL days. But I just think that not being flexible, like physically, is actually an attribute, because a lot of people are flexible, but not everybody admits to not wanting to be flexible. Like, what if you just want to be healthy and steady? And I've noticed a lot of people that push their flexibility and go hardcore, like in certain kinds of workouts, they get injured a lot. Personally, I don't want to push myself to break points like that. I want to not injure myself. And you know, I did have a back injury a few years back that I recovered from not pushing myself to bring some back. So I think there's something to be said about not being physically flexible. Like, you need to celebrate it. Like, it's pretty fucking awesome. I know I said a bad word, right? But yes, it's awesome. So don't be flexible. Like, stop wanting to be what everybody else does. And I think that's what both of my channels are about, really. Just wanting to dress like yourself, wanting to have hair like yourself, and wanting to live like yourself. Because there's too many people who want to be a cookie cutter of whatever society tells them is the ideal. And I don't want to be a cookie cutter. I just want to be myself. You know? Does that make any sense? Because I just really, I'm not on this earth to please anybody. I'm not on this earth to make anybody happy. But recently I've been finding people that love my unflexibility. They love it. You know? You find the right people, you do, and you just have to stick with that. Anyway, thanks for watching.